I've smoked fewer than probably 5 cigars in total in my entire life, so this was a very interesting experience. We are at the Davidoff of Geneva Cigar Bar. Right behind me, it's located in front of Fashion Show Mall on the Strip. Apparently there are whiskey selections too, and just some crazy cigars. I know nothing about cigars, so we're gonna go learn together. All right, let's head inside and check it out. The staff was very welcoming and they seated us immediately outside, but it was unfortunately 108 degrees, and even with the misters, it really wasn't comfortable. So we relocated inside and it was really nice. We ordered a Nuestra Old Fashioned made with rye whiskey, and then we went into the humidor with the tobaccoist to pick out our cigar of choice for the night. So he wasn't like super thrilled about us filming, even though we did ask and he did agree to it. So anyways, we were trying to be really discreet about it. We ended up with a Garcia and Garcia Connecticut edition from the My Family series, which I learned was sort of a limited edition. Very relaxed vibe. You have really nice strip views and the Wynn and Encore in the background. And of course, the patio would have been amazing if it hadn't been 108 degrees, but in the fall, for sure. We got a comment a few weeks back saying that y'all wanted to see more whiskey bars, and this is one that Google definitely recommended, so we wanted to make sure to hit it up for y'all. The Nuestra Old Fashioned is definitely at the top of our list on the best whiskey bars in all of Las Vegas. Really friendly cocktail service on the inside. The drinks came out super fast. And outside of that slightly weird interaction with the cigar guy, overall a really relaxing start to our night. Highly recommend. Our tab came out to $55 for the old-fashioned cigar, Perrier, and tip. Oh, and while I have you very captive right now, go ahead and click subscribe if you already have it. It does help me show you more of Las Vegas and local spots and cool spots like this one. The bridge from Fashion Show Mall to the Venetian is absolutely beautiful at sunset. Living in Vegas is seriously one of my highlights. I love this city and I hope you guys really love seeing it with us as well. Now, with that said, we did have to dive into the closest air conditioning spot after going over the bridge. I was literally dying. You might not be able to tell, but I was. I think you can probably tell. It's literally 105 out here. I really hope you appreciate this. So we took the escalator down, but we dove into the Wynn Mall because it was so hot. I was really trying to convince Chase and I that we could get through and find another shortcut. Alas, there is no shortcut. We had to turn around at the end of the mall, go all the way back out, up the escalators, and then we could go inside. So just go up the escalators. Don't try and go into the Wynn first, unless you're hot and it's 108 like it was for us, so yeah. I was obviously this close to picking up this Bigari Octo Finissimo titanium skeleton, but alas, we just didn't have the time. Eventually, though, we did make it into the Palazzo over here. Finally, through the Palazzo into the Venetian at the Via Via Food Hall, and it feels like it is 66 degrees. Praise whatever God you believe in, because it is amazing after being outside. This place should be packed on a Friday night.
We're gonna try and see if we can get into this place. It's around 8:15 on Friday. Theoretically, we shouldn't be able to, so I'm hopeful that there's a little bit of a way. Let's go see.
This is a bar we were hoping to not be able to get into. Of course, we wanted to be able to get in, but you guys understand what we're trying to say. But it turns out that we could get seats. This bar is tied to Death & Company, the world famous New York cocktail group. Immediately we walked in, we were treated warmly, the bartenders were friendly, the energy was high, and so were our expectations. The space itself wasn't something to write home about. It was really a 30 by 30 box that had a lot of really cool accessories thrown up on the wall, but a lot of drywall showing, or kind of just plain areas as well. Now, the drinks though, they were next level. We got the whiskey sour and it was way more balanced than the old fashioned we had at Geneva. really, like, I could have had a couple, y'all. It was good. And since we are ranking the whiskey bars and the whiskey drinks, this has moved into number 1. New Estra has moved into number 2. This whiskey sour, I'm telling you, it is something worth coming to try here. We also got this really cool mocktail. It's called the Pink Flamingo, and essentially it's watermelon juice mixed with a lot of really other cool, neat flavors and herb flavorings. 10 out of 10, recommend. I was like, ooh, yeah. It'd be a really, really good mixer. I mean, obviously, like, it was fire, y'all. Get that. For food, we got this thing called the Hot Boy from Cigars Pizza. This is another restaurant in the Via Via food hall. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite. It felt like it'd been rewarmed in a microwave. The cheese was really stringy, but we were very hungry. So it was really, really good for what it was, which was filling us up. Now, I will say it did come drizzled with Mike's hot honey, and anything that comes drizzled in that, I am a massive favorite of, including myself. No, I'm just kidding, but for real. Better than a Hot Pocket, not as good as a calzone, somewhere in between, and your hunger level needs to be that of when you came home from elementary school. All of these need to combine, and then this is a really good snack. Closed company is great. Overall, we will definitely be back. The vibe was upbeat, though there were not a ton of people here, which we did expect on a Friday night. From this trip, we drove to Chinatown. Eki Ramen took over for Nico a few weeks ago. There were a lot of other Nico spots in this plaza, so it made it a little bit difficult to find out where we were going. Eventually, though, we settled on this being the right location and were properly seated when we walked in. The seating, I will say, is a bit unique. There are 3 booths, and otherwise, you have like some round stools, but it was difficult. Like, I am 5'5" and I had on heels and I was like hunched over eating the whole time. So that was the worst part. But the vibe here was so cute that the seating was like, just something that you dealt with. But inside, Eki makes up for this with charm. We started with takoyaki. These are little octopus balls, and they are deep fried. Well, they're not deep fried. They're like rotated in a pan until they're fried golden brown, and they are absolutely delicious. One of my favorite foods. They're topped with bonita flakes at the end. It is really cool because they always shrivel up. It's a very interactive dish, and I just love it everywhere I go. And since you guys know we do love to rank things, takoyaki now officially on the list, so be on the lookout for the best takoyaki in all of Vegas. For the main, I ordered the Tokyo-style tonkatsu with extra char siu pork. The broth was rich and layered with umami. The pork was tender with just the right amount of fat, and the noodles were hovering right between al dente and just underdone. My favorite. The best touch came at the end when the owner, Seiko, came out and gave us this like origami. It wasn't a dragon, but I called it a dragon. It's a crane. She gave us a crane, and it was so sweet. And she said this really nice thing and wrote us this handwritten letter asking us to come back. Behind every local Las Vegas business is an owner out there just trying to make it. And so it's really cool to see how they are in their journey, and we will definitely be back to support Seiko and this new ramen venture. By the time we left, it was still 103 degrees. The Vegas heat is relentless, even after dark. All right, y'all. Before I let you go ahead and check out my video on the Flamingo Go Pool right over here. See you next time. Bye. I was this close to picking up this Bigari Octo Finosami. I can't read all that.